Hello and welcome to a special version of Goa Wants to Know. We moved out of the studios into the great white outdoors. My guest today is arguably the man of the moment as far as these elections is concerned, Michael Lobo, former minister, former Kalangut MLA, who now has created a political earthquake by moving to the Congress. Michael, we'll begin by asking you what led to this big political earthquake.
After Manohar Parrikar's exit, see, we were handpicked boys of Manohar Parrikar, whether it was me, whether it was Alina Saldana. We were all handpicked boys, girls of Manohar Parrikar. We joined Manohar Parrikar BJP, and that time BJP was not there at the center. So we never knew BJP at the center. We knew Manohar Parrikar in Goa, and he gave us confidence. He united people of Goa, irrespective of caste, religion, and he brought everybody together. When I say brought everybody together, is earlier people did not want to touch BJP, but they touched BJP when Manohar Parrikar gave the confidence to the people of Goa. And I was one of them who joined him in 2005 and 6. I was with him when whole of Goa was not with him. You can say like that. Like whole of Goa means majority was not with him. Especially the minority community was not with him, only except Francis. I was the second guy after Francis to win as a Zilla Panchayat member in Saligaon constituency in 2009.
But even after Mr. Parrikar passed away, you remained with the government. You helped the government get stronger, as it were, and so on and so forth. So you
No, there were always arguments on this point, I would say. See, exit of Manohar Parrikar, we saw that there was a new face, Dr. Pramod Sawant. He was new. We were helping him. As a BJP legislator, it was my duty to help him. He was a speaker, I was deputy. When he became CM, in 2 months I was made a minister.
Right.
And a lot of times when they were
But Manohar Parrikar never made you minister.
no, it's not about making me minister. See, we formed government with 13, 1-3. And when we formed government with 13, we gave 8 ministers outside. So what remained were 3. So from the core group of BJP, 3 people got. 3 legislators got to be in the cabinet, and one was Manohar Parrikar. So 4 he could bring. So I was part of the speaker and deputy.
Right.
So, but after that, when I became minister and Manohar Parrikar left us and went, so it was like Dr. Pramod Sawant was totally being controlled by a super CM. That was the main.
Would you like to name him?
No, I don't want to name. Everybody knows him. He wears that white bandi, and we call him a bandi man.
No, why don't you name him? Is it out of fear?
It's not out of fear. It's like, see, we worked in that party for X number of years, and people know whom I am referring to. Even Lakshmikant Parsekar referred him directly, calling him in that Konkani language.
What did he call him?
Whatever remains out of the rice when we or whatever food remains, we put it in some place, and that thing is called so and so.
What is it called?
So, let us not go into that. But I simply say one thing, that when we are elected MLAs, when we are elected representatives of the state, when we are representing people in the legislative assembly, Chief Minister is a supreme commander of us, and CM represents us in the state.
Fine.
And we represent the people.
So what led to the breakup?
See, every time there was interference in the governance, every time there was interference of him alone, and this was conveyed to the party president, to the other core committee members of the party, which they had no control over him. So he used to always tell the CM that I made you the chief minister. He used to always say this.
Okay.
And that was not accepted.
Hmm.
And CM used to get scared of him.
Hmm.
And he used to bring his own bills
Hmm.
to be passed in the legislative assembly.
Hmm.
Whatever used to come in his mind, he used to put it up on paper
Right.
and get some drafting done.
Right,
And
right.
all those cabinet notes and so many other things came before the cabinet without our knowledge, without we knowing anything about it.
So are you saying that the super CM interfered in cabinet decisions and looked at government files as well?
Everything. See, he was the shadow behind the chief minister. And he used to dictate to the CM, do like this. I am telling you.
So
This was not. I had an argument with him once.
Okay.
A big argument in front of CM.
What was it about?
It was about same thing. What he was trying to impose things was not accepted.
Right.
And I asked CM, so he put his nose in the middle. I told him, I'm not asking you, I'm asking the CM.
So you were saying that the attitude of the super CM and his complete control over the CM.
No, it's not over it's the control over the government. So when I spoke once, I said, why y'all are not allowing him to sit for the election and let him be the chief minister? See, he becoming chief minister, I have no objection. At that particular time. He should become chief minister now. He cannot dictate everything to the cabinet. He cannot dictate everything to the legislature wing and say that this is what I want to do.
Okay, fair enough. Moving on, Mr. Lobo. See, when you moved to the Congress, and obviously you have a fair amount of control over at least 5 or 6 seats in Bardes, where you seem to have had a direct hand. Shioli is a no-brainer. We don't need to talk about Shioli because your own wife is contesting. But in most other constituency, for instance, Mapsa, it's an open secret that irrespective of which party he goes to, the Mapsa candidate is your person. So we all know that the Saligao candidate is absolutely your person, and it was your gift to the Congress first before you actually moved to the Congress. So the feeling is that you are moving there as a regional strongman, and you'll be actually controlling 4 or 5 constituencies.
See, I don't want to control people. I don't want to control constituencies. They will have their own MLAs. And I strongly feel that people should elect good MLAs. I have only given good MLAs to the people. I have helped the Congress party to identify good candidates to contest who can give a fight to the BJP and win.
Right.
So these are good candidates, whether it is Sudhir Kandolkar in Mapsa, Kedar Naik in Saligao, Advocate Carlos Ferreira in Aldona. These are all good candidates.
And how many of these
and
candidates have you given?
My wife is also a good candidate. Let us be very frank that she worked for 15 years as a sarpanch of the village. She is also a good candidate. And she does things on her own. She doesn't consult me.
Okay. So you're saying you've given good candidates to the Congress?
Yeah, I have identified. It's not given. I have identified and I told them that you do a survey. And they have done survey.
Okay.
They have done 3 surveys and all 3 reports came in their favor. Okay. That's why they are the candidates.
Are you against defections?
Yes, 100%.
So if you're
I want the rules also to be amended. I want the 10th schedule of the Constitution, which allows this 2/3 to go to any other party. That has to be amended. But it should be like, you see, I am not happy with BJP. I completed my term. Okay, I have not defected. I have completed my term and I have resigned. I have resigned as a minister, MLA, party karyakarta, primary membership. So same way, if somebody thinks or feels that he is uncomfortable in the party, he should resign. He should resign when the term ends and go to the other party. Nobody stops him.
But if that is the case, why were you the architect of the 10 defections of the Congress?
No.
Because when they came there, you were the deputy speaker.
No, I was not the deputy speaker. I was
you were in charge.
I was the deputy speaker. Speaker was already.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No, speaker was already there.
Right. I understand.
So they came to our chamber first, and we went over there to the speaker's chamber.
But you were in an important position, and at a time when these defections happened, and you accepted those defections, and you accepted these 10 MLAs into your party.
When you are in a political party, and when 10 MLAs wants to join, this was Babu Kavlekar, and architect of this defections was Babu Kavlekar, MLA Babu Kavlekar then, who was the leader of opposition,
Sure.
and second was Babush Mansarat.
Right.
These were the two guys who were the architects.
Right.
So when they came and shared it with Dr. Pramod Sawant, with the party, and when they accepted, they came to this thing. I got a call from CM's office, and CM spoke to me.
Did you object to it since you object to defections?
No. I said at that particular time I was in that party. So they said you be in the office tomorrow. They are all coming over there for the to join. That is 2/3 of the Congress legislature party. But
Right.
at that time, I have given one statement to some media. I think it is. I am on record that this is wrong.
Right.
What is happening is wrong, and there has to be something coming from the Supreme Court to. So Supreme Court cannot direct. They can give a suggestion to the Parliament that this requires amendment.
See, the larger issue of constitutional amendment is very much there. In fact, a lot of things can be done. The Parliament needs to look into it, and some massive changes need to be done to the Representation of the People's Act and the Anti-Defection Law. We understand that. But so what you are saying is that you're prima facie against defections, number one. Number two, when these 10 defections happened from the Congress, you were prima facie not comfortable with it. Are you saying that?
I was not comfortable in the sense that you have won on a Congress ticket. I am won on a BJP ticket. I defect to Congress, or Congress defects to BJP directly without resigning is wrong.
Right.
When Sopte has resigned, nobody had any issue because he has resigned.
Right.
He's not defected. He resigned as a MLA. See, if you are uncomfortable with the political party, you resign.
Right.
If your things do not match their ideology, the way of their working, their ethics, their principles, if are not matching with your ideas or what you want to do, you directly resign. So you resign and then contest, go back to the people and tell, like how I have done now at the end of my tenure, where another 1 month was remaining. I resigned, and I told, before resigning, I asked all my people that I am resigning. They all told me you resign. So when I told them that I am going to join the Congress, they all said yes.
But tell me, since you were in the party at that point of time, last question on defections, we'll go to other issues. The point is, when you were in the party and having some say and you had some amount of seniority, do you admit that this particular move is one of the primary reasons why BJP's chances in these elections could be jeopardized? And the fact that they took, so what was the thinking? Why did they take it? They did not need these 10 MLAs.
See, their intention is only one. They want to finish the Congress, and it is not a secret. Congress Mukt Bharat is the nara given by the Prime Minister, or Amit Shah always speaks about it, that Congress Mukt Bharat hona chahiye. And wherever they can break the government, they are doing it. They have done it in Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh never gave them the mandate to rule. They tried doing it in Rajasthan, which they were not. They tried doing it in Chhattisgarh. They tried doing it in.
Well, they did it in Manipur magnificently. They did it in Uttarakhand magnificently.
Everywhere. So Congress Mukt Bharat, if it is not through electorate voting, they do it through defections.
I think the general saying is that people, especially before and after elections, they don't leave the BJP. People join the BJP, but people don't leave the BJP, primarily because of different kinds of pulls and pressures and so on and so forth. I asked this to your Congress leaders as well about the possibility of you moving back to the BJP after the election. I'll come to that question later. But the response from Shri Gundu Rao, the AICC desk in charge, is very interesting. He says that, look, if he left the BJP, the bigger challenge was to leave the BJP. Going back to the BJP is out of the question, because the very fact that he left the BJP required a lot of guts, as it were. So what led to you taking that plunge from the point of view of the inherent fear that surrounds anybody who goes against the BJP?
See, there is vindictive politics. I fully agree with you that today or tomorrow they will target me. Whether I am into lot of businesses, they will target me. I am ready to face it because all the businesses what I have grown before I could become MLA and after is all from my legal money. There is nothing as such. I have amazed wealth out of some rubbish things some people talk on social media. It's easy to talk, very difficult to do business and make money.
Right.
So we have done it, and you people say that I have got assets worth so many crores and so many crores, 80 crores or 90 crores.
No, they say
Those are
3,000 crores.
no, those assets of mine, if they are even 100 crores, were valued less in the year 2012 when I first filed my papers to become an MLA. At the time of scrutiny, they said that you are having so many, like now they have appreciated in value.
Right.
You have to understand one thing. My assets have appreciated in value. So the question only does not arise that like I should get scared or something like that. I have come out of my own wish, the wish of the people of my constituency and the surrounding constituency. I have asked many leaders whether they are panch members, sarpanchas from other panchayats which are not represented by me, whether it is Sholim constituency, Mapsa. I have asked people from Aldana constituency, from Saligaon constituency, and they have all said to me, Michael, you lead the way, and we all feel that you should be leading the Congress party for the next election. When they meant to say I should be leading in North Goa. We have a leader in South Goa as Digambar Kamath. Why I told them like this is that Congress remained with only one MLA, that is Digambar Kamath, because I knew that Pratap Singh Rane, Honorable ex-CM and 10 times legislator, would not contest the election. That was always spoken to me by his son. His son used to always tell me that my wife will contest there. My father is going to take a VRS from the political system.
Yeah. Michael, one of the charges that you've accumulated over the period of time, and this is what your opponents say, other people say, activists say, and so forth, that you've converted Kalangut into an absolute urban jungle. A pristine village has been converted into an absolute monstrosity with rampant illegal construction, zone changes, the manipulations in the ODP, converting pristine fields into construction areas and all that. And these charges kind of stick with you as a shadow. The point is that do you agree that the whole face of Kalangut has changed and there are a fair amount of illegalities which have probably happened?
See, when I took over as the MLA of Kalangut in 2012, all these things were existing as it is.
Okay.
We helped the people to give them higher FAR so that they could build the existing houses or guest houses and rebuild them nicely. So from 80 we gave them 100 FAR. There is nothing wrong in that.
Okay.
So we have planned the village in such a way that we have identified football grounds, we have identified parking spaces, we have identified because the village is growing into a very hot
So the need to bring it under a PDA, was it necessary? Why couldn't Kalangut remain the old Kalangut?
No. In 2012, if you look at the pictures of Kalangut, they are exactly what they are today.
You sure?
Yeah, 100%. We have not converted any fields. What the fields which people are talking, there were already houses inside that has been shown as settlement. No field has been converted into build any new hotels or something like that.
Okay.
So people talk a lot of things.
So you're saying no?
Done good planning.
You're saying no fields have been converted into big hotels at all? At all? Okay.
People talk. Whatever some houses were inside of locals, we have helped them and made it settlement.
Another charge is that you see this outsider builder lobby has taken hold over Kalangut, and whatever developments are happening is happening because of the outsider builder lobby, because of which land prices have gone up hugely, and most of the construction is done by Delhi walas. That is what people say about Kalangut, and they say that you had a fair share of in the whole process to help.
See, I will tell you one simple thing. 2012 till date, I am the MLA of the constituency. Now, who sold the land to people from Delhi who bought the hotels, who built the hotels, are the Goans. Goans sold their land to a person from Delhi, from a person from Bangalore, Pune. How can I, as a legislator or a chief minister or a government, ban the sale of land of a Goan to an Indian? I want to know this.
The sale
Now
of
they will build only.
quick answer. Sale of land probably happened because the zones were changed to allow them to build.
No. Everybody had their hotels before I could become MLA. What they have done is they have redone their hotels. They have reconstructed their hotels. Some small guest houses were turned into a bigger hotels. They were all locals.
Okay.
Later on, some of them have sold. I would not say no. But we have not given higher affair to Tom, Dick and Harry or anybody just like that.
Okay.
We have given from 0.8 to 100.
Okay. Coming to the Congress, why did you choose the Congress? Why do you have faith in this party, and what made you believe that the Congress, which was completely decimated after 2017, has a chance to come up? What did you see in the Congress for you to take such a major decision?
See, Congress is a party which fought for the independence of the country. Congress is a party which liberated Goa. Congress is a party which gave Goa statehood, opinion poll, statehood, everything.
Right.
Now this party had so many leaders inside
Right.
that whenever they used to take a decision, all the leaders used to differ. All the leaders wanted to become chief minister. 2017, I am again repeating the same thing which I repeated long time back. That Congress could not form the government in spite of people of Goa gave them 17 seats. People of Goa gave 3 to Goa Forward, MGP, all against the BJP.
Right.
And Congress could not form because they had 5 chief ministerials sitting over there in that meeting.
Right.
Now you tell me, if 5 of them are sitting on that
True.
round table conference,
Right.
where they are going to decide the CLP leader. 24 hours, even after 24 hours, they could not decide a Congress legislature party leader because Pratap Singh Rane said, I want to become CM. Digambar Kamath said, I want to become CM. Luisdin Falero said, I want to become CM. Ravi Naik said, I want to become CM. Then leader of opposition, Chandrakant Kavlekar said, I want to become CM. Now 5 chief ministers want to become CM. Sitting, means they are
Sitting MLAs, yes.
yeah, sitting MLA. And they are not ready to bow down
Right.
and say, okay, Digambar will become, or Luisdin will become, or Ravi Naik will become. All of them are not coming in with a consensus. So this is where Manohar Parrikar stepped in and said that I am ready to come down to Goa. So this is where within 24 hours we formed a government. BJP formed the government. There was no problem with the Congress party. Congress party in Delhi had no issue. Congress party in Goa had no issue. The greed of those 5 stopped the Congress from forming the government is the real truth. Now whoever says whatever, is we were in the opposition, if we are getting an opportunity to form the government, why not? So this is what is clean today.
Okay.
I joined the Congress now when there is only one senior leader than me. That is Digambar Kamath. I respect him. He is the ex-chief minister. So he is only one senior leader. I am the second one. And all the other guys are new faces. And Congress party can be showcased to the people of Goa as new faces. There won't be issue of anybody asking for chief ministership. Everybody will just keep quiet. Whoever the center will say that this guy is going to become the CM, we will all accept.
What makes you so sure that the 2017 scenario will not repeat and the Congress will break and go to the BJP?
So why? Who is going to break? I want to know this. We have taken a vow. I believe in God. We have taken a vow before Mahalakshmi. I believe in Mahalakshmi. I believe in Jesus Christ. We have gone to the Holy Cross.
Right.
We have gone to the Dargah. And now whoever is trying to break from there will have will see his bad days coming. Because yeah, see, I want to tell you one thing. People will not believe that man if he breaks. People of Goa will not believe that person. Whoever is that, whether she is a lady or a man, will not believe him. Will say that this guy is a Gatki. Let us not get him elected again.
Right.
This is direct this thing. Because
are you again on this channel taking an oath in the front of the people of Goa that come what may, Michael Lobo will not desert the Congress?
See, I have come to stay with the Congress. I know that I will have to face a lot of these central agencies who will come to haunt me, or they'll come to disturb me, whether it is income tax, whether it is ED, whether it is GST or any other central agency who will come to disturb me. but I will not get disturbed. I have come in Congress to stay in Congress. I was in Congress earlier. I left Congress in 2006. And now I'm after 15 years I've gone back to the Congress, and definitely I have come here to stay for long, and I've come
For long or forever?
no, long innings is innings till retirement. When you speak to Tendulkar, he's saying I've come here to play long innings. So I've come here to play long innings. These innings are going to be there till retirement. I have come over here to serve the people of Goa, and whatever the responsibility party gives me in the future, I am ready to take. People of Goa still have faith on this party, Congress party, because they lost faith only for one reason, that the legislators who were elected of the Congress party, they took people for granted. And now all those MLAs who deserted the Congress, including Chandrakant Kaulekar, is struggling, is in troubled waters. He doesn't know which side to swim, how to swim. So that is the situation what they are into, and I am confident that people of Goa will give 22 plus to Congress party in 22 election.
On this note, we are unfortunately running out of time, so we'll conclude this. But it's been a very, very invigorating discussion, Michael, as always. And we wish you and your party all the very best. And we will come back to you immediately after the elections to see how much of your wishes and aspirations have actually turned true. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes.